Hello, everyone. Yep, today is Tuesday. It's not Wednesday, but I am live a day early today. Welcome to Here's the Story, episode 15. I think we're on episode 15. Today is May the 9th, 2023. I'm Amy Storrie with Stamped with Joy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Denton, Texas. So welcome. So glad you're joining me today. I needed to go on a day early this week because I've got a conflict tomorrow. I've got some plans, so I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow. And I didn't want to miss this week because actually I will be out for the next 2 weeks. So Here's the Story won't be back until, gosh, is that June that week? It's either the very last day of May or beginning of June. I don't know. But anyway, I will be gone the next 2 Wednesdays because I am leaving this Saturday on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip to Norway. It's a cruise to Norway, and we're going a week early to spend some time in Great Britain. We're going to see London. We're going to see Scotland. So excited. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this trip, and so we are so excited. And I'm so thankful to all of you, my faithful customers, my team members who also contribute to that. My husband, who I could not do this without, my husband Jimmy, he helps me so much. Those of you that were here on Saturday and have been to other events know that he is my helper. He helps keep the food supplied at events like the one like last weekend. He sets up tables. He hauls stuff up and down the stairs. I can't tell you how much I appreciate him. But anyway, I definitely could not do this without him and without all of you. So I appreciate you. So I'm excited about today's cards. The first week of the month, which normally I would have done this last week, but because I had been gone taking care of my new grandbaby, I was kind of behind, so I'm doing it this week. But normally at the beginning of the month, I like to showcase my club cards, my Joyful Creations Club cards, because the deadline each month to subscribe to get this month's club cards is the 10th of the month. So that is tomorrow. So you have until tomorrow to subscribe if you want to get the cards I'm going to be showing you today. But I always like to highlight those at the beginning of the month so you can see what we'll be making this month. It always focuses us on one stamp set or bundle. It's a bundle this month. The Circle Sayings bundle. So I'm really excited to show you these cards. I just got them designed finally yesterday. Those of you that know me know that I'm always running behind, typically. I'm very organized and kind of OCD about things, but at the same time, I'm a procrastinator. And the fact that I kind of put things on the back burner until they have to be done, but I always get them done. So I'm always kind of running behind because I'm trying to keep up with all the stuff I'm doing. So anyway, I finally got these club cards. I usually like to plan them the last week of the month, but again, new grandbaby, so my schedule was a little different last month. So I finally got them done yesterday and had so much fun designing them. This stamp set, I almost was not going to get. Like, it was something we could pre-order last month during our demonstrator pre-order, and I first looked at it and I thought, I don't know if I really need that one. And then I don't know what made me decide to get it. I probably saw cards people were making, and it always convinces me, and I thought, I think I do want it. So anyway, once I worked with it yesterday, I really like it even better. So I'm excited about it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to flip to my desk cam so that we can start looking at this stuff. Hopefully some of you are going to join me on here. No one's commented yet. Y'all shout out if you're there, because I don't always know. Let's see. I'm going to switch to my desk cam. Okay. And all right. So, hold on. I got to get a drink of water. I start talking and I start getting scratchy in my throat. Okay, so this is Circle Sayings. And it comes as a bundle. If you want it as a bundle, it comes with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, Or you can, of course, get them individually. If you already have a 2 3/8 inch circle punch, you may not need the whole bundle. But I'm getting distracted by little beeps on my computer. That's the only thing about getting all your notifications on there. It's distracting. And I'm sure there's a way to silence it, but of course I don't know how. Anyway, circle saying, so it's got all these fun things you can make with the circle punch. Plus, you could use this lots of ways that I'm not using it today. But I'm going to show you 4 cards with it today, and those 4 cards are the ones that my club members will be getting to make. Now, the club, they get to make 2 of each card, so they make 8 cards, but it's 4 designs. So we're going to get started showing that. And what I chose for the club to use on all the cards is the Inked Botanicals DSP. It's 6x6. Let me see if I can fan this out so we can see all the pretty designs. Oh my gosh, you know what? And there's one missing because I used it all. But anyway, so this is all one side. So pretty. I love the thing that sold me on it is the color combo. And then look at the more solid ones on the back side. I love the colors in this. The colors featured in it are Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Pool Party, Petal Pink, and then the blue, the deep blue, I'm trying to find, is Lost Lagoon, which is a returning color. It's now a core color. It was an in color from several years ago, a few years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but it is a returning color, and I love it. All right, let's get started. Hopefully some of you will jump on here. There's people watching, but just nobody's talking. All right, that's okay. Y'all don't have to talk. You can just be watching. You may be multitasking, because that's what I would be doing if I was watching a video. I'm usually multitasking. Okay, the first card is this one. So this layout, I got a card a week or so ago from one of my friends and team members, Meg Daves, and this was the layout with these little pieces like this. So that's where I got the idea. I thought it was really cute, and I thought, oh, that'll work well with the Circle Saying stamp set. So that's where I came up with this template idea. So let me set that aside, and I will look at it so I remember what I'm doing. So I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock, cut in half. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then what we've got, oh, before I do anything, I got a stamp on it. I really should pay attention to what I'm doing. And let's see, I need Lost Lagoon over here. Okay, I need my Lost Lagoon ink. Here we go. All right, and we're going to use the Happy Birthday stamp out of the stamp set. And I am just going to stamp Happy Birthday kind of randomly, but sort of orderly, you know. Just kind of spread them out. And really, we're not going to see in the center, so you don't really have to worry, but I kind of want some of the words to be showing on the sides. So just randomly stamp Happy Birthday again and again in Lost Lagoon ink to make a background. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I may put one more just right in here. Okay, that looks good. I don't think I need this color again for that one. I did not bring my cleanup pad. That's all right. I can clean stamps out. I don't think I reuse any of them. All right, so there we've got our background. Now I've cut 4 2x2 squares of 2 designs. So I've got these 4. We're going to lay these down. Kind of like, let's see, I kind of want some of that yellow showing up here. I gotta look and see how I did it. About here. And then do one kind of like this. And then one right here. and here. Maybe I want, sometimes you kind of want to look and see which colors on that paper you want to be hanging out more. You know what I mean? All right, so there we go. We've just got some random squares down here. Now, for our circle, we need to stamp the Celebrate in crushed curry ink. This is crushed curry cardstock. We're going to stamp that on crushed curry. And we need our punch. Our coordinating punch, 2 3/8 inch circle, and I'm just going to punch that out. See if I can line it up pretty well. You always use your punches upside down, by the way, so that you can see what you're punching. Okay, so we got that. And then this little white square, not square, that is a circle, Amy. This circle I cut out from the Stylish Shapes. Still one of my favorite dies. I use it on almost every card. I'm going to pop that up in the middle because I felt like the cupcake is going to need a little bit of a white background to make it pop a little bit. So, going to stamp this cupcake. This is the only, well, there's one other card where there's a tiny bit of coloring. This is the only one, though. Last month was heavy on the coloring and heavy on the fussy cutting. This one, we're only fussy cutting this one thing, just because I wanted to, it didn't fit well on any of the circles where it would also show the Celebrate, that, or else I would have just stamped it flat. So that's why we're going to fussy cut it. But it's really quick and easy to fussy cut. And it's one of the few things that we're coloring to this month. So not a lot of coloring and fussy cutting this month. Unlike last month, the taco cards, we had lots of fussy cutting and lots of coloring. So I try not to do that to my club members every month. Okay, this is the dark Daffodil Delight. We don't have crushed curry and blends, and so the Daffodil Delight works just fine though. Okay, and then we want our frosting to be Calypso Coral. I'm using the dark first just to highlight kind of where those little lines are. And I'm going to color over it with the light. It's so unusual that nobody has commented yet. Like, it makes me wonder if I'm like actually live. Is anybody? But it says there's some viewers there, so I don't know. Y'all would make me feel better if you'd say hello or something. To know that I am. Of course, this will post here afterwards too. A lot of people watch it later, but it would make me feel better to know that I'm actually am live on my. In the right place on my Stamp with Joy page, I hope. It's always a little frightening, you know, when you get on. Oh, look, Ruth said hi. Oh, good. I feel better. So I actually am in the right place, Ruth. Thank you for saying hello. I feel like I'm not alone now, talking to myself. All right. So this, oh, and this is Lost Lagoon blends. Again, brand new in blends, because back when we had this color before, we didn't have Stampin' Blends. So, all right, there we go. Our cupcake is colored. See, that wasn't too painful. And this won't be too painful either. I'm just going to cut it out very quickly. I always like to leave just a tiny white edge around it. Just like if it was die cut, it always leaves a little white edge. It just makes it look better than if you try to cut it exactly on the line. I have trouble talking and cutting at the same time sometimes. All right, look, see, that was quick. That's the only fussy cutting you have to do this month. All right, so we will pop up our cupcake. And I just felt like it needed this little bit of white behind it, which is why I put that white circle on there. You could do it without it. It'd be totally fine too. And again, I'm going to pop this. I like lots of popping, as y'all know. So use my dimensionals. All right, and that's just going to go right here in the center of these squares. And then I just want to add a bow. Oh my gosh, y'all, okay, the ribbon is the other thing I'm coordinating with this month. It coordinates with that DSP. This is the Lost Lagoon 1/4 inch bordered ribbon. And it is kind of like, let me see if I can get it up a little closer. It's kind of like faded and vintagey looking, and it's soft. I really, really love this ribbon. It may be one of my favorites of the new ones. I'm just going to make a little bow. I don't want it too big. Turn that up. And I'll just stick that right there with my mini glue dot. And then we just need embellishments. One of the embellishments that I'm using, these are new. They are Tinsel Gems 3-pack. There's a 4-pack with different colors, and this is the 3-pack. This one has Lost Lagoon, Fresh Freesia, and Misty Moonlight in it. And so I just want to use a couple of the Lost Lagoon. If I can pick them up, that is. But I'm just going to put like 2, right? A big one and a little one right here, just to add a little bling. Everything's better with a little bling, right? I'm just going to leave these out because I think I'll use them again on something. All right, so there's card number 1 finished. Oh, wait, there's my camera focusing in. I'm going to see if I can bring it up a little closer so you can see it. I think the lighting is pretty good. Okay, card number 1 done. Let's move on. Shift around my little trays here. All right, here is our next one. It's a smile card. And this, again, you know what, this template, I also copied this whole layout. It was a totally different color scheme and different papers and stuff used on it. But otherwise, I did copy what she did. My friend Laura Milligan, I got a swap from her. And I loved the layout of it, so I just copied it and used it for what I was doing. Oh, hi, Heidi. Heidi's on there, too. Yay. There are some people out there. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's start. This is Calypso Coral. We'll start with a half a sheet of that. And before I do anything to that, though, here is our DSP. I've got these 2 patterns. This one... And again, if you missed the beginning, this is the Inked Botanicals 6x6 Designer Series paper. It's new in the new catalog. By the way, if y'all do not have a new catalog and you would like one, please let me know. I'll be happy to send you one. If there's anybody out there, if you don't have a demonstrator, if you're not a demonstrator, whatever, don't have one, let me know. I'll be glad to do that. All right, so I've got that, and I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I've got this is the largest square from the, it's hard to see on there, but it's got the stitching around it, from the Stylish Shapes die. And I need this little sunray piece. Let's see, I need my Crushed Curry ink pad over here. All right. Now, I want to just stamp this and Crushed Curry in the 4 corners. If my head gets in the way, I am sorry, but I kind of got to look straight on this so I can get it in the right place. I'm going to do 1 in each corner. Kind of helps to point the corner up like that. 1 there. Oh, that one I got slightly off, I think. 1 here. And 1... right there. Okay, so there we've got our 4 corners. So now we can stick this down. That's what I needed to do, is stick this down here. right. Put this about right here. Okay, now before I stick it to the card front, I want to take a piece of my Lost Lagoon ribbon. It's probably about a 5-inch piece or something, 4 to 5 inch. And I'm going to wrap it around right there in the center of that square. And this is how I like to just stick a little adhesive on the back and tape the ends down. Now I want to stick this whole panel down flat. Right in the center of the card. Okay. There we go. Now for our circle, we need... Where is my Calypso Coral ink pad? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. So we're going to stamp the flowers in Calypso Coral ink on here. Just kind of eyeball where it needs to be to punch it out. And now we will punch it out with the circle punch. Like so. And then, so that flowers are going to go on that side, and then we're going to stamp Smile in Lost Lagoon ink. Right. By the way, this is a good time to mention that you just want to very lightly tap. When you have little skinny lines, everybody wants to push their stamp down into the ink pad, like really heavily, and it just gets ink all over your block. So don't do that, because it'll get on your project. You just need to lightly tap it, especially when it's like skinny letters like this. And then you don't want to stamp it too hard when you stamp it either, so it doesn't splat. All right. Now we just need to pop that up. Okay. Just put that right in the center there, like that. And then we're going to take another piece of our Lost Lagoon ribbon. I'm just going to slide it under that end and tie it right here. Rather than tie it and then glue dot it on, I'm tying it around there because I like the look of it pulling the, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that, but the look of pulling the ribbon where it looks like it's wrapped around and tied. It just makes the bow look better, I think. All right. Straighten that up. Okay, trim those ends up like that, and then we just need one jewel. The other gems that match this paper well are the iridescent pastel gems. These carried over from the from the last mini catalog, whatever that one was, the January to April mini catalog. And I'm just going to put one large one right there because it's got Calypso Coral, Pool Party, and then I think these may be described as gold. To me they just look white, but I like them. Whatever they are, I like them. So all right, there's that one done. 2 down, 2 to go. Shift these around again. Okay. This one, here's this one. This one's very quick and simple. These are all like really, I mean, they're cute, but they're so quick and easy. This bundle is a really good one to make quick cards. All right, so let's start with an 11 by 4 1/4 inch piece of crushed curry, scored at 5 1/2. And then we need, let me get the rest of these out. We've got a piece of Lost Lagoon And it is, let me tell you what that is because I can't remember. It is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, which means the DSP is 3 by 4 1/4. And 3 inches always works great to have for 6 by 6 paper because you can get 2 out of it, which is good. Oh, I'm choking again. The more I talk, the more it happens. Okay, and this one, before I stick it down, the same thing. I'm going to tie ribbon around this one too. I kind of want it a little below halfway. About right there looks pretty good. Let's put that down. Okay, now we'll stick this down flat. Right here. Hopefully that's somewhat straight. I think it is. All right. Now this particular one, I'm going to use the seashell one, and I want it on the top and bottom, and it's too hard to figure out how to space it without punching first. And since it's photopolymer, you can do that. So I'm going to punch the circle first out of Calypso Coral, unlike I did on the other ones, and then I'm going to stamp the shells. I tried it the other way first, and it was hard to get it in just the right place. This way it's super easy because you just know you want it at the top and bottom. I'm so glad that this stamp set is photopolymer so that you can see right through it, and then you just do another one at the top like that, so it's easy to get it matched up when you punch the circle first. All right, and then we will, well, I'm not going to stick that on yet. Where is my little piece of, oh no, I may have forgotten that. Hold on, I got to cut a piece really, really fast of some DSP. Let me find it. Hang on. I forgot one little piece, but I really want that piece. So I'm going to cut it really fast. While y'all are, well, now I can't find that die. Hang on. Oh, it's over here because I'm using it on a swap. I'm working on my swaps for, oh my gosh, now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I'm working on my swaps for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. We Stampin' Up! Host a swap. It's optional, but I always like to do it because I love getting the samples and ideas. So I'm going to make some. All right. That didn't take but a second. Thank you for indulging me. I forgot that piece. I quickly cut this stuff a little while ago, and it never fails that I forget something. So that I cut that out of the DSP from with the stylish shapes. All right. So we're just going to stick that down right here in the center. Like that. And then we're going to stamp thank you in Lost Lagoon ink on this circle. This is also stylish shapes. The only die set I used on any of these is stylish shapes for the circles and squares and things like that. Otherwise, I just use the punch that's part of the bundle. All right, there's the thank you. And we will pop that up. On here. Layers on these circles really adds a lot of detail. It makes it look really cute. Okay, now we can pop that right here. On circles, I like to do 3 dimensionals. It seems to be just right on bigger circles. Okay, and this is going to go right here. I don't want the banner to hang off, so I'm going to do it right about there. And then, just like we did on the last one, we're going to add a bow on the side. Yes, I know. I'm a little partial to bows. I love ribbon. It's hard for me to not include it on most any card, but sometimes, every now and then, I do a card without it, but it's kind of rare. Those of you that come to my classes or do my classes to go know that. I love my ribbon and I love my embellishments. Okay, let me trim those ends. If you do want frayed edges on this ribbon would make some pretty frayed edges. Alright, now we just need the embellishments, which it's these. The Lost Lagoon tinsel gems. And I've just got one large one right there. There we go. Okay, there's that one. We are moving right through these. I'm telling you, they're quick and easy. Those of you that are doing club, you're going to be happy because I know the taco ones were a little time consuming last month. Those of you that came here. Of course, when you're doing them at home, yeah, I guess you don't really care because you can just take your time. All right, here's the last one is a fun fold card. This design, or the fun fold part of it anyway, was also a swap I got, I think from Ruth Bingle. Ruth, I think it was from her. Yeah, and it's really cute. It opens like that. So we have a sending you a warm hello. And I thought that went cute with the little ocean scene there. So let me show you how to make this one. All right, so we've got white thick cardstock, basic white. And it is scored. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and then it's scored as usual at 4 1/4, and then scored one more time at 1 1/4 from the edge there. So that's how you get that little fold. So I'm going to fold that back. So you fold it in half like normal, and then fold that edge back. So on the inside, we're going to put this plaid design from the DSP. This paper, like almost, I like all of them in there. There's so many pretty patterns in it. I think it may be one of my favorites. Okay, put that on the inside, and then on this front flap here, we're going to put this one here. Okay. And this piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. The one on the inside is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece, which is actually the back of that one, is 1 by 5 1/4. That goes on your little front flap there, like that. And when you have a fun fold like that, you really want to crease it good with your bone folder to help it to stay down. All right, I don't think we even need that piece. I think we can use this one. So we need to do, where is the little ocean wave one? And we're going to stamp it in Lost Lagoon. Like that. And then, let's see, we don't need Lost Lagoon again. And then in Calypso Coral, we're gonna stamp the Sending You a banner right here at the top. You just want to kind of line that up over the little sun rays like that. While I've got this out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside words, which is warm hello. And I want that to be about right here. You kind of have to pay attention. The warm is straight, the hello is angled on here. So kind of try to make your warm like that, going straight, and the hello is angled. All right. There's our stamping. Okay, and then this is the other one. We're just doing a tiny bit. Oh, I may have forgotten to grab those. Let me grab them. A tiny bit of coloring on there. I had them over again. I have them over in my swap. My swap bucket's ready to use on something else. We just needed 2 light ones. Light Daffodil Delight and Light Pool Party are the only 2 I'm using. And I'm just going to color in the sun. And yes, you can color over a regular colored ink pad with the blends, because all of the classic colored ink pads are also all water-based, like the Black Memento. So the nice thing about that means you can color over them with your blends without it bleeding. So I'm just kind of drawing some rays and coloring in the inside of that with the Light Daffodil Delight. And then I'm using the Light Pool Party to just color in the water a little bit and just add a few lines like in the water like that. Just a little. There we go. Just like that. And then we're just going to punch it out. Oh, Rhonda, hello. Rhonda's here. You can go back and watch what you missed. Glad you're able to join. All right, so let's punch that. I think we're finally done with our punch. And then this is again from the Stylish Shapes dies. It's, I think, the 2nd largest punch. And we will just layer that. I mean, the 2nd largest circle on those dies, not a punch. Layer that on there. And then that is going to pop up right here. And I kind of want to, because when it opens, you kind of want to make sure it's not going to cover up because it bends back. So I want it about right there. I'm just going to put actually 2 dimensionals because I don't want to stick it anywhere except for on this panel. I kind of want it to be further over to the left than to the right. So about right there. That looks good. So then when you open it, you've got your sending you a warm hello. Like that. Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. I forgot something. Let me stick this. It's a little piece of ribbon that I want to... I need a little piece inside here too. I'm going to use some mini glue dots. That's alright. I can still stick it in there. I actually added it as an afterthought when I made this the first time. Because I wanted to use a little ribbon on there. Because you know I love the ribbon. So there. I just stuck it up underneath there. Yeah, I'll just leave it. That's good. And then the embellishments, we're using the, where'd they go? The iridescent pastel gems again. And I want to use the Pool Party ones this time. And I'll put 1, just 2. A small and a large right here and right there. Just right there. Adds a little touch of something. Okay. So there we have that fun fold one. Okay, that's all 4 of them. Look at that. It is 2:38 and I made 4 cards. I even talked for a minute. That just, let me pull them all back out. That just shows you how quick and easy these cards are. So fun. So here they all are. And again, these are the cards we're making for my Joyful Creations Club this month. It's not too late to subscribe if you want to do this month's cards. You get to do 2 of each. It's using, you will need the Circle Sayings stamp set, so there's always a chance you can add it on if you want to your club. You always have that opportunity, but there's a link on this post that with the details to subscribe to the club if you want to do that. You can do it in person or you can do it to go. But anyway, that's what the cards are this time. I'm glad y'all like them. And look, they're so bright. Look at the, I don't know why, but I just love that color combo. It's so bright and cheery and fun. So, y'all, thanks so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. Again, I will be out the next 2 weeks, so I will see you again in about 3 weeks. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of May, and I'll see you early June, if not the very end of May. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon.